You may have caught me saying that people who are looking towards more expensive headphones like the Sony WH-1000 XM6 would probably be better off going after something like the JBL Tour One M3. Well, I didn't have a lot more time to tell you about that, so here's 3 quick pros and 3 quick cons about these headphones. Pro number 1, the battery life. If you like to travel a lot or you just use your headphones everywhere, you need good battery life. And if you want the best, the JBL Tour One M3 has 55 hours and 37 minutes in our tests at the lab, which I'm in. So not only does this mean that you'll have to charge your headphones a lot less often, but it means that the cells won't degrade as fast over the years because you are putting it through a full charge cycle every week. When you avoid doing that, you put a lot less stress on the battery, meaning that you'll be able to go 2, 3, 4, 6 years without having to worry about a replacement. And even if you get to the point where the battery starts degrading, because the life is so good, it'll take you a lot longer to notice that. Pro number 2, the ANC. I don't really feel like I need to jump atop a mountain and sing the praises of the JBL Tour One M3 for this, but when you're competing with the tier 1 products like the Sony WH-1000 XM6 or the Apple AirPods Max for your total noise attenuation, you've got a good product on your hands. And that's made even better by the fact that it's only $400 instead of $550. You're saving a lot of money and getting the same performance. And finally, pro number 3, the connection options. These headphones allow you to listen over USB-C, but on top of that, they have LDAC, which is Sony's proprietary Bluetooth codec that allows you to listen up to 990 kilobits per second, which is about as close to lossless as you're going to get over Bluetooth. But you can also use Auracast, which will allow you to listen to streams in like an airport or a church or really anywhere that needs to broadcast audio. But there's also another trick baked into this product that you might not think about. The JBL Tour One M3 comes with this little accessory called the Smart TX accessory. On the side is a USB-C port that allows you to take in analog or digital signals and broadcast them from this piece. You can then share music with your friends over Auracast if they have compatible devices, or you could just use this as an airplane adapter. There are very few things on this planet that these headphones will be unable to listen to, and that's important because headphones exist out of time. We're at a really weird crossroads where headphones are going to have to be able to connect to all sorts of different things in the future. And the JBL Tour One M3 is one of the very few headphones on the market right now that will be able to handle what's coming and what's gone past. So you should be able to connect to just about anything in your life over the next 5 years without having to worry whether or not your headphones are capable of doing it. All right, and now for the cons. Number 1, this is a soft con because it's not really all that bad, it's just takes a little work. The sound quality is not amazing out of the box. However, if you install the JBL app or if you use the Smart TX accessory, because all of that stuff is baked in there anyway, you can enable some pretty good DSP to change the sound of the headphones for the better. In our tests, we found that once you moved it to studio or really any of the other presets, I particularly like the jazz preset. The sound quality benefits greatly, and you should find very little fault, if anything, with the headphones themselves. So it's not really that big of a drawback when you can fix it. You just have to actually do a thing, slide finger and tap once or twice. Con number 2, this thing is easy as hell to lose. Trust me, I've done it. Because it's so small and can fit in a pocket, if you're fumbling around for keys or any other thing that you're carrying around in a bag, purse, or what have you, it can fall out. And because it's rather nondescript and, does this look like much of anything? It can fall out of your bag and roll somewhere, and you probably won't notice for a while until you actually have to use it. And then you go, oh, damn, where the hell did this go? Con number 3, and this is the worst one, by far. All right, really, really the worst. You ready? Construction's a little cheap. Yeah, that's it. Really, the plastic, a little bendy, it creaks a little bit, but Honestly, if you're okay with something being a little bit less polished, if you're going to be spending hundreds of dollars less for it, then you probably don't mind that so much. However, there are some people who this matters to a great deal. It's up to you. I'm just laying out the facts on the table, and you can make the decision based on what we find. Truth be told, to save on weight, it uses plastic, and not everybody's into that. However, you know who is into that? Your neck. Trust me, anything over 400 grams can put a lot of strain on your neck muscles after a while, and if you're going to be on an airplane for 8, 9, 20 hours, like I've done before, yeah, you want something that isn't going to put a lot of stress on your head, and that's why people really like light ANC headphones. It's a trade-off, but it's something to be aware of. If you really utterly cannot stand any sort of noise or clanging around from plastic headphones, then you are going to need to spend a little bit more money for better materials. However, that does come at a trade-off of weight. And that's it. That's the TLDR of the JBL Tour One M3. However, if you want to know more about how this headphone performs, go on over to SoundGuys.com to check out my full review. And if you're looking for something else, why don't you go over here and check out our list of the best headphones for summer 2025.